Hi gorgeous, and a very happy Frugal Friday to you. If you're new to the channel, welcome to you. I make videos like this every Friday focusing on drugstore products, so please subscribe to be notified of new videos in the future. Today I am reviewing a new line from Revlon that has come into drugstores recently. This is their Youth FX line. It contains a foundation, concealer, and a couple of primers. I personally only picked up the face primer to try as part of today's video, but they do have a forehead primer in addition to these products within the line. So I'll show you how they apply. I'll give you my initial impression of them and what I think so far in the beginning, and then I'll show you what they look like at the end of an 8-hour wear day. Will these hold up? Are they worth getting? Let's find out. Before we get started, if you're interested in the eye look I'm wearing here today, it is so pretty. I'm obsessed. I posted a tutorial with this a couple weeks ago. If you happen to miss it, I'll have it linked for you below. It uses the Carly Bible Deluxe palette, which I am in love with. All right, for my face, I am going to apply half of the primer. No, I'm going to apply the primer to half of my face. There we go. Because I want to see if this stuff actually works, if it makes a difference, or if it's just a marketing tactic that Revlon is using. See results instantly, immediately smooths skin's appearance. It says it right there. Okay, well, let's find out if that's true or not. I haven't opened it. I haven't even used it or felt the formula before doing this video because I want my reactions to be completely genuine for you here on camera. So it has a closed top there, and it says to remove the plug, obviously, before application. Press bottom of package gently to dispense. All right. Gently my foot. Is it coming up? No. There we go. Okay. Apply and blend over face and neck wrinkles. Don't you just love how they don't sugarcoat that? It's like, yeah, put it right on your wrinkles. All right, well, we're gonna put it underneath the eye right there and around the face a little bit here like that. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more product here. I like how it dispenses though. That's a really unique way of dispensing product, not something I've seen before. All right, and I'm gonna blend it in with my finger here. It has the same consistency as a lot of primers I've tried in the past. And if you've ever tried the L'Oreal Miracle Blur, that's what it reminds me of so far. Blends in nicely. It's very lightweight. It doesn't feel like it's going to be one of those that takes a while to dry. It's almost drying underneath my fingers as I'm blending it in. Well, at least someone's having fun. Okay, I really don't feel like I've seen a dramatic difference now that the primer has been applied. I'll come in closer. If you're watching this in HD, then you'll be able to see what I'm seeing here. What I was gonna do, immediately smooth skin's appearance. Well, I don't see a dramatic difference now that the primer has been applied. I mean, do you see a dramatic difference? It's not mind-blowing by any means to me. I do feel like it smoothed out my under eye area a little more compared to this side over here though. Tiny bit difference there. Now one of the things I'm noticing here on the package is it doesn't say anything about extending the wear time of your makeup. It's only for blurring the skin and creating a smooth foundation for the products to go over. Okay, so now that we know that, I am going to apply the foundation. The one that I'm using here is number 110 Ivory Fill and Blur Foundation. I'm interested to see what the consistency is of this one. Okay, we'll just dispense a little bit here so you can see. Okay, great consistency, not runny at all. And I'm going to take that dollop and use it all over my face. I'm going to apply one light layer of this at first to see how it acts on the skin. It's a very pigmented foundation. I would not consider this one sheer coverage at all. If you wanted sheer coverage, you could use a little less than what I'm using here, and it would probably give you a lightweight look on the face. But this looks medium to full coverage to me so far from what I'm seeing here. Compared to other drugstore foundations that I have used, I do feel like it's a little more time consuming to blend into the skin. And you have to be a little more careful with this one, where you couldn't just apply it, blend it, and go. You'd have to spend a little bit more time with it, I feel like. Last product I'm applying from this line is their Fill and Blur Concealer, and the applicator is very reminiscent of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and it has a push button on the bottom here to get the product up. Hopefully it comes up a lot sooner than the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind one did. Don't you love when a product is new and it takes forever to come up out of the tube? Okay, we have product. You have to press it about 50 times, but you finally get product. I'm gonna apply it with the applicator. Oh, goodness, it's way too much. I'm gonna start with a little bit and see how that does, only because the foundation was super pigmented. I'm expecting the concealer to be too. For setting my face today, I'm using this powder from Soap and Glory. It is a really great drugstore powder if you are oily. I thought it was interesting that Revlon came out with a concealer, a primer, and a foundation, but no powder as part of this line, unless I missed it. But even the package doesn't say anything about a powder being part of this line. I like the finished results. Everything blended in nicely on the face, under the eyes, and the primer looks really good too. I didn't notice a dramatic difference on this side compared to the side where I hadn't applied it, but so far so good. It'll be interesting to see how this holds up throughout the day. Let me ask you, what is that? You see that? I can honestly say I have never seen any foundation do that. I mean, it has created a valley in my face. Okay, so let's look around the rest of the face here. Shiny. Not as bad as some other drugstore foundations, I will give it that. And it doesn't look like it's moved for the most part, with the exception of that. Down here, it hasn't moved, but it looks a little cakey in certain areas around my face if I examine it real closely. The concealer, now let me look at the concealer here. I'm not liking it. It has settled into fine lines underneath my eyes, and it almost looks like it has caked together in certain spots. There's groupings of concealer if you look closely underneath my eyes. Now, if you remember, we applied the primer to this side of the face, and I had said that I didn't think it was going to extend the wear time of the makeup, and that is true. It didn't extend the wear time, as you can see. Oh my gosh, did I even forget to mention the price of this stuff? I know I spent a buttload of money on all three of these products, and to have this as my final result, don't buy it, save your money, get something better. I recommend looking at the Rimmel Foundation CoverGirl's Outlast 3-in-1, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, what else? The Maybelline Fit Me Foundation and Concealer. Those are all 10 times better options than these. Let me know what you think about the Youth FX line, if you've tried it out, or what your impression is of it based off of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again next time.